right before I started this. It was a TikTok video. Your friend regrets forming a secret alliance with your enemy. I always love those. I always love those because it's like, here you are telling me about my life and my friend that regrets forming a secret alliance with my enemy, and you and I have not even spoken as of today. As of today, right? You have no idea who I am. You have no idea of my friends now or my friends in the past. And you have no idea who my enemies are. I mean, if you do, how? How do you know? Right? And so it's just always so interesting to me to see these videos come across my page like this. It's comical to see the misuse of the algorithm in reference to pushing out division, pushing out hate, in reference to like, okay, let's unpack it. Well, okay, the video is telling me, okay, I have enemies and I have friends that created alliances with my enemy. All right, yeah, cool, check. I already know that. I mean, it is what it is. But why do we need to talk about it? Right? Why? Any friendships that you had, past, present, future, whether alliances are formed, they're always moving for your greater good. They are. The friendships that fall short, the friendships that don't fall short, that stand the test of time, the relationships that stand the test of time. And so it is good to talk about these things by all means, but I just think we need to be careful with some of this stuff in reference to the forward trajectory that we move, in reference to taking advantage of the spiritual realm and the faithful realm and the Christian realm of the understanding of truth telling and fortune telling, predictions of the future. It's just such a unique area that I would be very mindful and careful teetering on, because there's just universal laws and there's spiritual realms that you need to be careful with when you operate in that. I'm just a firm believer, and this is me. This is, again, my personal opinions, my personal beliefs, my personal understanding, in recognizing the reality of the universal laws, the universal laws of gravity, the universal laws of faith, the universal laws of living, and just understanding that every moment of the day that we walk through is designed for you to walk through it. And it's designed for you to take away what you're supposed to take away from each moment. Right? Like right now, you're going to see a lot of people in a place of power, not on the political arena. I mean, it's going to be in the political arena, clearly. It's going to be in the entertainment arena, clearly. It's going to be in the business arena, clearly. Okay, it's going to be in the local arena. And when I say local arena, you're going to see a lot of people in communities that have community involvement with unique businesses or a unique way that they've acquired their wealth. Okay? And I'm talking about in the local spectrum of it. Okay? The small communities. And this is in every state. You're going to see this ramp up. Okay? Because in the secret societies, the underground networks, the cult-like things, these places are all connected. And they've been connected through decades, through lineage, through generations. Okay? And from the top, there's some there's some of the roots are cracking. Okay? And so you're going to see this ramp up in reference to people of power trying to push out narratives, try to push out different storylines, try to placate on division between the politics or the right or the left or the middle or this war or this or that, or golly, I see it so much on my algorithm for my local area. It's just ridiculous. It's like, golly, don't tell on yourself. Don't tell on yourself. It's so funny too. So I have 2 jobs. I have my day job, and then I work at the department store, and I'm loving my day job, but it is kicking my butt. But I'm up for the challenge. I really am up for the challenge. I'm loving what I'm gaining here in reference to the pushing the envelope for myself, in reference to pushing the barrier and holding myself accountable of what my capabilities are, and just kind of, my mind was broken there for a little bit, in reference to allowing the exterior world to kind of get into it. And so now that I've kind of cleaned that up, and I've cleaned up the ability for the exterior world to get in my mind, now I'm locked in my like day-to-day operations on just pushing the envelope of what I'm capable of, and holding myself accountable. Anything outside of me does not matter. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. And so I'm just rebuilding right now, because I'm finding my rhythm again. I had my rhythm before, but it got wonky based off the surroundings that I was in. But now that I've removed that surrounding, I'm back on I've got my footings back, and I'm digging the heels in, right? That said, I just see so often enough in my local community right now, that you can just see the scrambling, as well as like when I work at my department store, and I've lived here my whole life, born and raised, baby. A lot of people know me. A lot of people think they know me. A lot of people got a lot to say about me, but they won't come say it to my face. They'll come to my face. They'll come. What are they going to do? They're going to act like they're my best friend. My best friend. Or better yet, they're going to start asking me about my family. Like my mom or my brother or this or that. It's like, if you're so worried about how they're doing, give them a buzz. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you. I get so tired of that. Like, you're talking to me. If you want to know how I'm doing, by all means, let's have this conversation. But if you want to talk to me about my family and all this stuff, they'd love to hear from you. And so that's how I started answering these questions. Give them a buzz. They'd love to hear from you. Straight up. Like, and this is what I'm talking about in this simulation. It's like, are we plugged in? Okay, we're plugged in. I can plug in too. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the reality of what surrounds us. It's so fake. It's so fake, and it's gay. And it's weird. Fake and weird. It is. And you pick up on these people being fake, and they're like that. You know, if people come up to you and they want to have a meaningful, intentional conversation with you, they're not going to lead into it with asking about all your family. They're going to ask you how you're doing. How are you doing? How is life? How are you holding up? If they don't start with that, then they do not care. They're coming at you wonky. You know, period. I don't understand why people do that. Like, if I go in and I meet somebody and I start talking to them, I ain't going to start talking about their family. I'm going to start talking to them about them. How you doing? What's new? You know, I don't know. Again, I know I'm different. To each to their own. I'm not trying to throw shade, but just be mindful. Be mindful of what you're receiving, because there's a lot of stuff out here put in front of our faces. To deter you from the pattern, the distraction, the lie, which lands on the truth. Right now, they're in distraction time frame. How many distractions can we throw at people? To keep it off the Epstein, to keep it off Charlie Kirk, to keep it off me, to keep it off on the unraveling of how everything is so intertangled between the underground, the secret societies, and how much our government is compromised across it. And we're all just kind of, it's up to us to take our power back. They're not going to willy-nilly give you your power back. It's not something they're going to do. They're going to double down. And so you need to build the strength and the fortitude within yourself of what the trajectory is going to be. Because I'm telling you, you're going to need it. You're going to need it. You're going to need it for your children. No matter the age of your children, really, at this point. Like, my son's 18. That's why it's so important. I'll double down. Because I know it's going to get really, really bad before it gets good. You know? And it's one of those things. You have to land on your conscience. Your conscience is what's going to save you.